Hey, I'm on. Right. Okay.
All right. We are live on YouTube. Welcome, everybody. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Welcome to those in the room, those on Zoom, those watching us on YouTube Live. It's a pleasure to have you here to celebrate Shabbat with us. We are going to begin our Shabbat worship this evening on page 10. That's 128 if you have the big book, the Shabbat Festival and Daily Prayer Book. For if you have just the Shabbat one, it's page 10, 128 in the big book. Yedi Nefesh. Yedi Nefesh of Harachaman, Yedi Nefesh of Harachaman, Mishochav Decha, Eretz Onecha, Mishochav Decha, Light, 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 light. Eretz Onecha, Yarutz Avdecha, Kemoaya, Yishtachavei, Yadadadai, Eretz Onecha, Yarutz Avdecha, Kemoaya, Yishtachavei, Yadadadai, Elmul Hadarecha. We continue with the lighting of Shabbat candles. You'll find it on pages 2 and 3, pages 120 and 121 in the big book. Who would like to light the candles tonight? Thank you, Sue. Just choose one or the other before you do the blessing. I turned it on, yeah.
O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter this sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love.
Push that up. And then you press on that square. I think it's good. Woohoo!
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu, lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Thank you, Sue. We continue on page 9, page 127 in the big book. Let's read together at the bottom of the page. We offer thanks, O God, for this Shabbat, which unites us in faith and hope, for Shabbat holiness, which inspires sacred living, for Shabbat memories, glowing even in darkness, for Shabbat peace, born of friendship and love. We offer thanks and blessing, O God. Page 20, 138 in the big book, L'chadodi. As always, we'll sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And when we reach verse 9, we rise and face the rear of the sanctuary to welcome the Sabbath bride. L'chadodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nikabela. 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 Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Hishmianu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad, U'shemo echad, L'shemo tiferet v'litchila. L'chadodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nikabela. L'chadodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nikabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, Ki mekor habracha, Merosh mikadem nesucha, Sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila. L'chadodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nikabela. L'chadodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nikabela. Hitoreri, Kiva ore kumi ori, Uri, shir daberi, Kivod Adonai alayach nigla. L'chadodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nikabela. L'chadodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nikabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, Gam b'simcha u'v'tzola, Toch emunei am segula, Boi chala. L'chadodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nikabela. L'chadodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nikabela. A Kavanah from outside the prayer book by Joanne Fink. May the gifts you are inspired to share help you connect to the Mishkan, the tabernacle of your soul, the sacred space where the divine presence dwells. May you find God in the tears you cry, the pain you carry, and the moments that take your breath away. May you find God in unexpected encounters, unanswerable questions, and in the face of everyone you meet. May every act of kindness, courage, defiance, and love be an invitation to the Holy One to dwell within your heart, within your mind, within your soul. May the light of divine love illuminate your path. We continue with the Chatzi Kaddish on page 26, 144 in the Big Book. Yitkadavi kadashem meraba be'alma divrach yurtei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon uv'yomechon u'chayedecha beit Yisrael ba'agala uvizman kariv V'meru amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevarach le'alam li'amei amaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitshomam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei de Kudisha Brihu. Min kol birchata virata v'meru. Amen. We turn to page 28. 146 in the Big Book. As able, we rise for the Baruch Hu and remain standing through the Shema. Ya la la, ya la la la, ya la la, ya la la la, ya la la, ya la la la, ya la la, ya la la la. Baruch Hu et Adonai, HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, Le'olam va'ed. Ya la la, ya la la la, ya la la, ya la la la. Page 31, 149 in the Big Book. Let's read together at the top of the page. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As the seven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. Put your finger in page 34, page 152 in the Big Book, and then turn to page 373, 677 in the Big Book. Open up our eyes, teach how to love, fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and you will know that you are one. Open up your eyes, teach teach us how to live. Fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as ye take us to your name, and we will know that you are one. We will know that you are one. Page 34, 152. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Please be seated. We continue on page 36, 154 in the big book. Please join me in V'ahavta. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu ha'devarim ha'ela asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha uvlaktecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha uv'kshartam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha uktavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvish'arecha le'ma'an tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim le'elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim Lihiot lachem le'Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem emet. Page 41, 159. Sing the song of men and women joined in understanding and respect, the song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come. The song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more. The song of a world redeemed, the song of peace. Michamocha, page 40, 158. Yai bye bye bim biddy bum, yabba bye bye bim bum. Ya bye bye bim biddy bum, yabba bye bye bim bum. I die 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 die, yabba bye bye bim bum. I die 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 die, yabba bye bye bim bum. Mi chamocha baili madonai, mi chamocha nedar bakodesh. No ratahilot o sefele. No ratahilot o sefele. Ma'alechutecha ra'uvanecha Bokeyayam Livnei Moshe uMiriam Ze'eli Anu ve'amru Adonai Moch le'olam va'ed Yai bye bye bim bidi bam yabba bye bye bim bam Yai bye bye bim bidi bam yabba bye bye bim bam I die da die 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 yabba bye bye bim bam I die da die 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 yabba bye bye bim bam V'nei ki fadar Adonai et Yaakov Ugealo miyad chazak mimenu Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. Page 43, 161 in the big book. Let's read together at the top of the page. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, v'al kol amo Yisrael, v'al Yerushalayim. Page 44, 162 in the big book. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, lidorotam berit olam, v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, lidorotam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam, v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, lidorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim v'et ha'aretz v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, lidorotam berit olam. Ubayom hashvi'i, Shabbat v'yinafash, Shabbat v'yinafash, v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, lidorotam berit olam. We turn to page 46, 164 in the big book. As able, we rise for the tefillah. Ananana Adonai, Ananana Svatai Tiftach, Ananana Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha, Ananana Adonai, Ananana Svatai Tiftach, Ananana Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha, Ananana Adonai, Ananana Svatai Tiftach, Ananana Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Page 48, 166. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, Umevi Gula Livnei V'neihem, Lima'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Be'ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Atarav Lehoshia, Mashiv HaRuach Umorid HaGashem, Mechakel Chaim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Micha Mocha Ba'al Givurot, Umido Melach, Melech Memit, Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman ata l'hachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol, Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, Ukadoshim b'chol yom yahatlu chasela, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. We are seated. We continue on page 54, 172 in the big book. Let's read together at the bottom of the page. Our God and God of our ancestors, be pleased with our rest. Sanctify us with your mitzvot, and grant us a share in your Torah. Satisfy us with your goodness, and gladden us with your salvation. Purify our hearts to serve you in truth. In your gracious love, Adonai, our God, grant as our heritage your holy Shabbat, that Israel, who sanctifies your name, may rest on it. Praise to you, Adonai, who sanctifies Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai, Mikadesh HaShabbat. Page 59, 177. When we behold your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and stars that you set in place, what are we humans that you are mindful of us? We mortals that you take note of us. You made us little less than divine, adorned us with glory and majesty. You gave us dominion over your handiwork, laying the world at our feet. How majestic is your name throughout the earth. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'eh lahodot. On page 61, 179 in the big book, let's read together our prayer for peace. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamavarech et amo Yisrael, bashalom. We take a few moments for silent reflection and prayer, using the words on the next few pages or those that flow from our hearts. We continue with Yehi L'Ratzon on the backside of your bulletin. Yehi L'Ratzon imrei fi v'hegyon libi. Yehi L'Ratzon imrei fi v'hegyon libi. Lefanai turi Adonai turi v'goali Adonai turi Adonai turi v'goali. Go inside your heart, just be. Go inside your heart and see what it wants, what it needs, what it yearns when you breathe. Go inside your heart and see. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be kind, be true. May they be acceptable to you, oh my rock and my redeemer. Yalahu. Do we have any birthdays or anniversaries that I'm not aware of this week? We continue then with our prayer for healing. Misha Beirach, you can find it on page 253, page 371 in the big book, as we think of those in our lives who are in need of healing of mind, body, and spirit. Misha Berach Avotenu ve'imotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah Hu Yivarech et HaCholim. April Bell, Elaine Boschnack, Bruce Dalby, Bryant Dalby, Nell Dalby, Carolyn Dowlin, Stuart Dowlin, Dolores Ettinger, Barbara Frisbee, Irene Heichman, Rick Kramer, Mary Krause, Pastor Sandra Leifesti, Linda Manning, Robert Manning III, Dennis Martin, Jonathan Meyer, Carol Miller, James Phillips, Joe Robley, Pamela Roberto, Scott Rosen, Shimshon ben Avraham V'Sarah, Mike Stern, Katie Trujillo, April Thomason, Karen Usatine, Steve Weintraub, Marvin Zimmerman. Are there others for whom we are praying for healing this Shabbat? We'll start first in the room. Steve? Thank you. Anybody else? Rob? Thank you. Lacey? Thank you. Anybody on Zoom?
I'm sorry, I
Amy?
just signed in. What am I doing, Rabbi?
For healing?
Huh?
Names for healing?
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, because I've been on the phone with the bank. Ronnie Ames, Jerry Grant, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else on Zoom? For those we've named and those we name in our hearts, we continue. HaKadosh Baruch Hu Yimalei Rachamim Aleichem, Lahachal Imam L'Rapotam L'Hachazikam, V'yishlach Lahem Mehera Refuah Shlema Min HaShamayim, Refuat HaNefesh Refuat HaGuf, Hashta B'Yagala V'Zman Kariv V'Nomar Amen. We continue with the Misha Berach that we sing in the middle of the page. Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Le'imotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Mikor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. After weeks of powerful narrative, the burning bush, the 10 plagues, crossing the Sea of Reeds, Sinai, and profound laws, the 10 Commandments, and the 53 laws of Mishpatim, Parashat Truma drops like a stone in our midst with its repetitious detail that only an architect or interior designer might appreciate. The curtain in the Mishkan has to have 50 loops. 50 loops? So what? Who cares? In Exodus 26, 1 through 11, we read, Moreover, you shall make the tabernacle with 10 curtains of fine twined linen, and blue and purple and scarlet. With cherubims of cunning work you shall make them. The length of one curtain shall be 8 and 20 cubits, and the breadth of one curtain 4 cubits, and every one of the curtains shall have one measure. You shall make 50 loops, make in the one curtain, and you shall make 50 loops in the edge of the curtain that is in the coupling of the second, that the loops may take hold of one another, and it shall be one mishkan. The authors of the classic work of Jewish mysticism, the Zohar, found in Parashat Truma's detailed account of the Mishkan's structure an interpreter's paradise. The intricacies of the construction of this holy space in which God's presence on earth would manifest fired their imaginations. They were perhaps most struck by the combination of multiplicity and unity in the Mishkan's construction. There are myriad curtains, boards, and sockets, and don't forget those 50 loops, but they all come together, and it shall be one Mishkan. For in the unity that emerges from the multiplicity, the Spirit of God is manifest. And the glory of Adonai filled the Mishkan, we read later in Exodus, after the construction is complete. The Zohar immediately sees a parallel. Of course it does. For what else is composed of intricate systems and systems inside of systems, but when they come together in one unity, a unique spirit becomes manifest, the human being. We read in the Zohar, in a human being there are many members, higher and lower, some internal within, some outside revealed. Yet they are all considered one body, one person in a single bond. So too is the Mishkan. When its members all join together as one, then it is written, the Mishkan shall be one like a human being. Both the human body and the Mishkan are complex structures composed of many parts, but when they are properly constructed, a unity prevails. And in that unity emerges a higher and more sublime dimension of reality, the human spirit and the presence of God. And yet, simply having a body or constructing a building is not sufficient. We, like the devotees of all humanity's spiritual traditions, seek a higher way. We call that way the Torah. And is the Torah not also an intricate system with systems inside of systems from which emerges a higher unity? The Zohar tells us the commandments of the Torah are all members and limbs. When they all come together, they amount to one mystery. And this is the secret of the Mishkan. That is all limbs and members, and they all amount to the mystery of humanity. And thus for the Zohar, the Mishkan, the human being, and the Torah all manifest the mystery of unity. In this mystery, different disparate parts join together into a living whole. And in that whole is manifest a higher spiritual dimension of reality. May we all find that higher spirit in our practice of Torah, and may you live to see the glory of God fill the Holy of Holies wherever that space be for you. Shabbat Shalom.
No, they did not. In fact, the portion tells us exactly how they got the things they needed. You should read it.
The link is in the newsletter.
Shabbat Shalom and welcome. So welcome to everyone in the room, those on Zoom, those joining us on YouTube. So pleased you could be here. Just a few announcements tonight. Please welcome our newest members, Renee Benson and Bob Wright. We are so glad that they are with us. Tonight is our monthly no-host dinner at Bernie Vietnamese Restaurant, which is just down the street on Wurzbach. As a group, we've been there before, and everyone really liked it. I personally have not been, but I'm very much looking forward to it. Next Friday will be our Purim celebration. Please join us for a wicked Purim. It will be at our normal time, 6:45. We'll have a brief service, and then we'll have the spiel and the eating the hamantaschen and, you know, just the whole frivolity. The small cast is working so hard. And just Saturday, this is very exciting, we have a pianist as of this past Saturday. Cynthia Hudson is going to play piano for us. So we're extra fancy this year. So please, if you can make it, come on out. It'll be a good time. It's a good show. It's a good script, and we have good actors. I'm proud of the work being done. I'll just use yours.
Okay.
Please register for upcoming adult education classes. Hebrew classes will meet on Thursday evenings at 7 and 8.
6 and 7.
6 and 7. From March 5th to May 25th. And our Passover cooking class is on March 22nd at 2 p.m. Now, you may have registered, actually you probably didn't, for the hamantaschen cooking class this Sunday. That has been canceled. The Congregation Shalom Mahjong Club on March 1st will be meeting March 1st at 1:30 p.m. Registration is now open for our annual second night Passover Seder. That will be April 2nd at 6 p.m. The link is in your newsletter. Please come and help our Muslim friends celebrate Ramadan at Raindrop Foundation by attending their Love Your Neighbor Interfaith Iftar Dinner on March 1st at 6 p.m. Now, we actually rescheduled our Purim celebration to allow people to attend that, so you have no excuse. Register and attend. The link is in the newsletter. Shabbat Shalom, and I hope you all join us for dinner.
Shabbat Shalom. The Ramadan Iftar dinner is really a very special opportunity to get to know people of all faiths, but this one, they conduct these Iftar dinners for different segments of the community, and there's an interfaith one, right, every night almost. There's an interfaith one. This one on March 1st is for the Jewish community specifically. They do such a lovely job. They cook everything personally, and it's beautiful, and it's an opportunity to learn a little bit more about Ramadan and Islam. So please come and join us. We're going to continue with our concluding portion of the service, beginning with Aleinu L'Shabeach. You will find it on page 282, 586 in the Big Book, as Abel re-rise. Aleinu L'Shabeach La'adon HaKol, La'tet Gedula Liotzer Breshit, Shehu Noteh Shamayim V'Yosed Haaretz, Umoshav Yikaro Bashamayim Mima'al, Ushchinatu Zo B'Gov Hei Meromim, Hu Eloheinu Ein Od, Va'anachnu Koreim, Umishtachavim Umodim, Lifnei Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Page 287, 591. Ve'ne'emar ve'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu Yihya Adonai echad Ushemo echad. Page 295, 599 in the Big Book. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. This Shabbat, we remember Alice Laney, grandmother of Lacey Dalby. Is there anybody else observing a yahrzeit or remembering somebody for Kaddish? Anybody on Zoom? We remember 10 people who perished in the Holocaust: Rosie Steinberger, Tema Markowitz, Zelig Schwartz, Jacob Schreiber, Dejo Koenig, Ella Vaida, Slava Hiller, Bronek Plam, Ibolya Breuer, Magda Leiner. Zichronam Livracha, may their memories be for blessing. As we turn to the words of the Mourner's Kaddish on page 294, 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayei uvyomei u'v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agalau v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'l'olmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar, v'yitalev, v'yitalal, shemei kudsha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da amiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru. Amen. May the one who makes peace in the heavens help us to make peace here on earth and send peace to all who are bereaved, as we say. Amen. Please be seated. This week's parsha includes one of my favorite verses, Ve'asu li mikdash v'shachanti b'tocham. Make me the tabernacle that God may dwell among them. It doesn't say among it, just like one of the prayers that we read on Shabbat. You know, God doesn't need prayers and psalms, but we do, right? It doesn't say God will dwell within the Mishkan. It says God will dwell among them. Once everybody comes together to join together in a community, God dwells within their midst. So we're going to conclude on the back of our bulletin with Ve'asuli Mikdash, sanctuary. You may recognize the melody. We've sung it before. Ve'asuli mikdash v'shachanti betocham va'anachnu nevarech Yah me'ata ve'ad olam. God, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Ve'asuli mikdash v'shachanti betocham va'anachnu nevarech Yah me'ata ve'ad olam. Shabbat Shalom. Who would like to lead us in the Kiddush this evening? You will find the Kiddush, if you'd like to follow along, on page 5, page 123 in the big book. Thank you.
Please join me. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho, b'yava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh bereshit, ki hu yom techila, lemikra'e kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim, ki banu v'charta, v'yotanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, b'yahava uvratzon, hinchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen. L'chaim.
Thank you, Maury. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lachem min haaretz, v'te'avon.